Hi, this is Laura with the Accent Institute. I am going to share with you this morning some stories that you can use to practice rhythm, either your connection between words, your continuous voice, using your voice and keeping it going so that you don't have spaces between your words like that. These are everyday stories, meaning that they're stories that things that you would experience every day, ordering in a restaurant, talking to someone in a store, and needing to return something. So I have a lot of these stories, just the sort of the story itself, and then I have a first person version of it, like you're the one doing the speaking. So I hope this can help you in practicing your rhythm and connection and working on different sounds that you're working on. But also it can help with, some of the way that we say these things to other people. Okay, so I'm going to share with you to show you the story. This one. Okay. So let's start out with just the story itself. And you can stop the video after each sentence and practice it, or wait for a paragraph and practice. And I'll sort of be making some notes to you along the way. Okay. It was Monday morning and James walked into the office ready to start the week. You could hear my continuous voice. You could hear the words that I lingered on. You could hear the words that I rushed through, words like and. And it was Monday morning and James, right? These are the kinds of words, the, and, that you rush through. And you're going to linger and spend more time, give more emphasis to words that are nouns, people, places, things, verbs, the action words, adjectives, the words that describe the nouns, and adverbs, the words that describe how a verb is done, how an action is done. So I'll read that first sentence again. It was Monday morning and James walked into the office ready to start the week. The week. Really fast, the. As he passed the break room, he saw his colleague Karen making a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee, okay? James greeted her with a smile and said, "Good morning, Karen. How was your weekend?" Karen smiled back and replied, "Good morning, James. My weekend was great, thanks. We took the kids to the park. How about yours?" James mentioned that he had a relaxing weekend, catching up on some reading and watching a movie. They chatted for a couple of minutes about the books they were reading before heading back to their desks to start the day. It was a nice way to ease into the work week. Okay, let's look at the next one, which is written in first person. So from your point of view. So in thinking about this one, think about the sounds that you're working on. Is it TH? Is it any of your vowels? Is it any of your connections? It was Monday morning and I walked into the office ready to start the week. As I passed by the break room, I noticed Karen, one of my colleagues, making a cup of coffee. Your continuous voice. I don't have any, the only pauses I have are when I have a comma. Other than that, my voice is going to keep going. I greeted her with a smile and said, "Good morning, Karen. How was your weekend?" She smiled back and replied, Good morning, James. My weekend was great, thanks. We took the kids to the park. How about yours? You could stop here and, your intonation may always be a little bit different when you're reading. You could stop here and take a moment to pretend like you really are greeting a colleague. Hey, good morning, Karen. How was your weekend? Okay. And think about how your intonation would be slightly different if you really were. You'd smile. Good morning, Karen. How was your weekend? That would be my intonation. I'd give a smile. She smiled and replied, "Good morning, James. My weekend was great, thanks. We took the kids to the park. How about yours?" I told her, "Mine was pretty relaxing. I spent some time catching up on reading and watched a movie." So think about the ends of your sentences. Are those going up? Are those going down? Mine was pretty relaxing. I spent some time catching up on reading and watching a movie. We chatted for a couple of minutes about the books we were reading before we both headed back to our desks to start the day. It felt nice, casual, a casual way to ease into the work week. So take this and practice it. Pull out some phrases that you would say to a colleague. Practice those. Practice while smiling. Think about your intonation at the end of your sentences. And work on this from that standpoint. All right. Have fun.